All right, it's about 11 o'clock. I slept on that ridge last night. It was nice and cool, but I had my marmot jacket on, and then so I woke up in the middle of the night. The wind had stopped blowing, and I was just sweat. I mean, I slept good, but I woke up sweaty. Then I turned on my phone, and I turned on my smartphone, and that's where the problem started. When I've got I locked my SIM card because I bank and pay bills with the phone. So I've got all these security measures. And it's a new phone with an embedded SIM card. That's how they are now. But I still lock it. There's a procedure to lock it. Now the problem with when you lock your SIM card, you secure your phone better to the double authentication hack, where people can't get your money and steal it, which is there's a possibility because there's a double authentication hack out there. A sophisticated one, but they can do it, and with the lock, I can, the problem with the lock is you have a time limit. I got like 30 seconds to put it in, or it just locks the phone out, and there's nothing you can do. You can't turn on the phone until you contact Verizon, give them your security information, then they can send you an 8-digit code, and to get the phone to redo your SIM code lock. So I messed around and I powered down my phone at night. So I turned it on, and I guess it slipped my mind about the time lock, but I didn't. I set it down because I was letting the phone, because it takes a minute for it to boot up. But you want to wait for it to boot up. Right when the SIM card comes to unlock, then the timer starts. You got to unlock it. Well, I set it down, and I think I snoozed back to sleep. Anyway, I looked at it. It was locked. My phone was locked out. No cell phone. So. I got up this morning, had no navigation, no nothing, and so it was very depressing, and didn't know where the next water source is, all that stuff. Everything's on my phone, the phone works offline, so you got GPS on your phone. The maps work offline, so as long as I got battery power. So it was nerve-wracking. So I hiked up. I got hold of another hiker. I used his phone. Another guy I've been hiking with. Luckily, I know all these guys out here, all these people out here. A lot of them I've been hiking with them for weeks, off and on. You see them here and there, and we're all through hiking. And so I got the phone back up. Let me turn it. So I called them, and it takes forever to get to a person. All right. So luckily, we're in a place on the trail where there's signal occasionally here, and I couldn't get it. Finally got it. And they wouldn't give me a person. Finally, they said it doesn't open up. Technical support doesn't open up till 8 to 5, like Monday through Friday. Luckily, the weekend was over. It's like Monday. And so at 8 o'clock, I got down to the shelter. And there was no cell signal there at the shelter. It's the lower part. We had to get up and climb. I told a couple of guys there that were there, and I hiked on up. And one of them came up to me, a guy named hiker named Gearbox. And I've been hiking with him for a long time. Known this guy for the last couple months. And he said, Chubb, he said, I'll wait for you. We'll get that phone up. I got 2 bars right here. So we stayed, and I got hold of him. Finally got hold of a person, and they gave me the code, and I reset my SIM. So man, I was so happy. So, but the thing was, I couldn't film. I couldn't use the phone. It was locked out, and that SIM card lock, it's pretty secure. They can't even get into your phone. If you can't forget that code. You put the code in there. And it wasn't a problem forgetting it. It's also a time sensitive. It's time lock and everything. If you mess up on the code 3 times, that's it. You're locked out. You got to go through all the security measures. You got to get hold of them again to go through the security stuff to get it back up again. So anyway, it's up, and I'm well aware of that. I'll be hyper vigilant about that in the future. But I'm going to come on down to the last water source. Now it's been dry again. It hadn't rained in about 6-7 days out here. So this drought's back. With the last water source was supposed to be a good one, and one of the boys went down. He'd come back up, and he said he had to dig it out. It was supposed to be, and so I had to skip that. He literally dug it out to get a half a liter, and I wasn't gonna. And it took him like 30 minutes, and I wasn't gonna go do that. Should have another stream coming up here, and within about half a mile or so. I'm going down now, and this is supposed to be a reliable stream, but if there's no water, I'm gonna have to follow that stream down until I can dig and get the water out. This, because I am all but out right now, so down to the last resort. We're about through maybe 22, more than that, maybe 22 miles or so from the James River and Glasgow, across the James. So not too far. I'll get there tomorrow by noon, hopefully, or about 2. It depends on how many miles I get in today, but I got to get some water. I got to find some water, so that's what I'm after right now. It's about 11 o'clock, or 11:30 right now. I think hopefully I'll get there by 12, by noon, to a water source somewhere down here. There is water flowing out here, and I've already got some. I got a packet load of it, and I got another big climb to do. Apple Orchard Mountain is what it's called. Put my pack down. Oh. Pretty awesome. I think that's Apple Orchard. About the biggest thing around here. I think that's the next thing I got to climb, and we hit the crest of this ridge here. Yeah, it's closing in on sort of 3 o'clock. We're getting there. I think we're still about 16 miles from the James River. I've seen a black one. See if he moves. Get out of the trail, boy. He ain't moving. What's wrong with him? I won't mind. Reach the top. Are them apples? Apples? I don't know. Apple Orchard. A little bit hazy out there, but you can see forever. Path ain't too worn up here. Takes a climb to get up here. You know, a lot of people walking across it, I guess, just through hikers, section hikers. See forever on that side too. This is it, Apple Orchard Mountain, and there is a government weather station here on the top of it. That's what that is. That's what that pole over there's got something to do with the weather station here. I guess running power up here. That's a good question. Now the power comes off that pole, goes underground here. I guess goes up there to the weather station. But you look down there, it looks like the lines just end. Does it go underground there? And if so, why do they even have the pole? Why didn't they go underground the whole way? I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? Let's go. We're entering the Thunder Ridge Wilderness, the Jefferson National Forest. There's a trail right here. See them steps? Them rocks? You gotta come down here. You come down here. Yeah. You go down there. And this, buddy, this is straight down. And I'm gonna put this camera away before I take another step. It's just a rugged trail where it comes around these mountains. I mean, this is what you gotta go through. all day. That's where the trail comes through this geological anomaly called the Guillotine. We gotta walk down through there, but that's the Guillotine. The idea is if that rock would have slipped down there and you were under it, it'd knock your head off. They call that the Guillotine. All right, we gotta get on, and that's straight down, believe it or not. All right, it's dark down here in the Guillotine this morning, or this afternoon, this evening. I still ain't down all the way. I'm gonna fall here. Yeah. Got a couple more of these rock steps here. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. We look up at the Guillotine. There's the Guillotine up above us. There's the walkway coming down. Let's go this way. What? No hang gliders? Man. You know how much time I could save if I could carry the hang glider back there in the back of my pack. Oh, what is it? It's a deer standing in the road. Yeah, it's the Blue Ridge Parkway. Now where's the trail? It goes right here. Well, it does across it here. All right, I got you. What? Well, I'll just get that mosquito larvae out of it. That's all. Hey, what's the name? Nothing down here to test it. Finished my supper. I got to where I sit somewhere. I stopped at this shelter down here, and ate. Now I'm gonna hike till it gets almost dark. I think that water ought to be about done. Yeah, it's filled up. All right. All right, crossing the parkway again. Yeah, better get going. Well, let's go. Believe it or not, this camera picks up light real well. It's almost dark, believe it or not. It's dark. And you can lift that up. I'm gonna leave that out. It's not supposed to rain tonight, but you never know out here. But I can get that down in just a hot second. And this is actually there's a trail up there, and this comes into a spring. There's a spring right over here, a little box spring, or a little little pulling spring. And down here, this goes to a little flat area where a couple people they can tent back there. See, and I'm right on one of the paths, except they can take this route down here. So, and this is perfect. I can get up early about that. And yeah, I got to look, and there's a big old dead tree there. I hope that thing don't fall. I try to put up where I ain't around any dead trees. There's just so many of them. All right, well, supposed to be calm wind tonight, but that don't matter. These trees can fall. Well, let me see. I'll go ahead and get this thing done. We can't be more than about 11, 12 miles from the James River. So, let me get my little camp chores done. Get my book tallied up, and I'm gonna get some sleep. I'm going to sleep. Oh, I know what I want to say. There won't be no flyover app because the phone was my SIM card. My SIM card code. I messed up on that. So, and I've got all these extra precautions, these extra security precautions on my phone because I pay bills with the phone. I bank with it. And I move money with it. So that's the reason it's set up like that. So I did have my phone stolen one time when I was hiking right there in Franklin in that laundromat. It wasn't a hiker. There was some sketchy people in there, and they had run 2 apps up on my phone. By the time I got to Asheville to the Verizon headquarters over there, and got my phone number back, and they had gotten into my PlayStation account and done put a couple games on the phone. And I bought a new phone and had it come up, and I had apps on it. But you know, it was automatically taken care of. It got taken off my credit card. So it wasn't too hard to get that done, that taken care of. I reported that phone stolen. So, but anyway, there won't be no flyover app. There won't be no step count either because the phone was completely. I shut the phone down at night. That's to save power. And then when it comes up, I've got to put my SIM card code in. And if I don't do it in a certain amount of time, that's it. And I've got to contact the Verizon people and then give them all the security stuff, my security numbers, to get back, so they can send the code so the phone will accept a SIM code, code. You know, so it's just the way it works. Anyway, that's it. Well, maybe that old tree won't fall down on me tonight. I sure hope not. Here we go again. Here we go. Good night.